Welcome back. I'm your healthcare advocate, Kerry Hall. You're listening to America's Healthcare Advocate Show, broadcasting here on the HIE Radio Network. This is a special broadcast for the Kansas City Metro, 32 surrounding counties, Sedalia, and Trenton, St. Joe, broadcasting out there. This is specifically for all of you to learn about the BlueKC Exchange. My producer today, Mr. Rob Babcock. My special guest in studio, Ron Rowe, Senior Director, Consumer and Small Group Markets, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. If you want information, call your local broker. If you don't have a broker, call Blue Cross, 816-395-2939, 816-395-2939. That's a dedicated number. Those folks will answer the phone, get somebody to you that will help you if you want information on this, or just go online. Look it up. As Ron said, it's all up there. BlueKCExchange.com. That is the website. BlueKCExchange.com. Look, I know because I get these calls every day from all over the country. Small businesses struggle with the cost of health insurance. If you don't take a look at this, one of the biggest problems that we have with small businesses when we go in and sit down with them, when's the last time you shopped your policy? Let's see, 5 years ago, 3 years ago. Go up on the website and look at it. Your current carrier, you're unhappy, you don't like it, whatever. These are month-to-month policies. You don't have to sit there until the renewal date. That's one of the biggest fallacies, Ron. Well, I can't do anything until I renew next year. It's month-to-month,
in the small group market, 70% of the groups that cancel off what we call off anniversary. That's right. They renew and then they go, I can't afford this, and they start shopping. But 70% leave cancel off anniversary.
So we want folks out there to understand that you can go up and look at this. You give it, you can cancel your current policy. Take a look at this policy if you think this works better for you. You like defined contribution. You want to get off of defined benefit. Here's your opportunity. Go up on the website, BlueKCExchange.com. All right, I teased everybody going out. Best for last. What you guys did here overall, just putting this together, is pretty remarkable. But this last part really shocked me when we first talked about this.
I assume you're talking about the 4.9% rate cap.
I am definitely talking about the 4.9% rate cap, because I think I was going to, when you first told me that, I thought I was going to fall out of my chair. Nobody does 4.9% rate cap, pal. And I've never seen it
We're
ever.
very, very fortunate that we can be able to do that, Kerry. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City, we started offering rate caps in the small group market in 1998 as part of the Chamber Choice Program. And so we've been offering rate caps since 1998. There's a little thing here with healthcare reform, though, that we won't be able to do rate caps too much longer, at least not going into 2014, because the whole rating methodology has to change. And so we can't guarantee anybody what their rate will be in 2014.
Nobody knows what's going to happen.
Because we don't know what the rates are going to be with the new rating methodology.
Right.
But we do know that in 2013, we can still offer that rate cap. So any employer that offers the BlueKC Exchange to their employees next year will be given a 4.9% increase or a 4.9% renewal in 2013 when they renew.
Okay, you have to repeat that because I don't want cars going off the road out here, people crashing.
And I probably need to quantify it too.
Go ahead. 4.9% rate cap.
If you're under 100, if you have less than 100 employees, and you offer the BlueKC Exchange to your employees in 2012, a new customer coming to Blue Cross, your increase and your renewal in 2013 will be 4.9%. Now, little caveat to that, because we want full disclosure. We want everybody to know exactly how this works, and we started talking about this at the beginning of the show. You can't pay out more in claims than you take in premium. Well, we know that we'll be able to handle, because of our reserves and money that we have in the bank, that honoring that 4.9. One of the beautiful things about the exchange, too, is the way these products are rated. They're composite rated all the way down to 5 employees. You sell a small group today, you go out there, and if the group has less than 26 employees, you got a table. And so Sally, who is 64 in the company, her rate's $700.
Right.
And Joe, who's 26, his rate's $150, and it's all across the board. Well, on the BlueKC Exchange, we composite rate down to 5 employees. So that means if you have 5 employees or more, it's the same rate for everyone in your group, regardless of their age or sex, okay? Well, there's a law in effect on small group rating that insurance companies have to file a minimum and a maximum amount. And we can't go under the minimum and we can't go over the maximum. Well, when you composite rate, and if things change in that group during the year, there may have to be an adjustment that's added on top of that 4.9% in order to stay within compliance. Now, it's really going to only affect groups that are, the smaller the group is and the closer they are towards that very best rate at the time they apply, or the time that they purchase, the more likely that they might have to get something on top of the 4.9 just to keep them. We can't go under the lowest is what the deal is. The bad news is we have to give you something in addition to the 4.9, but the good news is we have to do that in order to keep you at our lowest rate. So, but people need to understand that.
And that's but the key is that you decide to make a change today. You go up in the exchange, you go, wow, this really works for us. This is something we're going to do. You can go to the defined contribution as we talked about. You've got 2012 locked down. Come 2013, 4.9% increase. That's what people need to understand.
That's right.
And that's the key to this thing. You guys have a knack for kind of, I always say, Blue Cross Kansas City kind of sees on the other side of the hill, whether it was Affordable, or whether it was Blue for You, or whether it was texting, all of these things. It's kind of interesting to me to watch you guys because you kind of, this is the next thing. The way I really think you've done something here, that is innovative. It's going to make a difference. It's going to impact employers. I think it's going to raise participation in groups. I think you're going to see a lot of change in people's attitude about this, and I think it gives people enormous flexibility. You guys have done a really good job.
Thank you, Kerry. We've got a lot of excitement about it. From you mentioned the brokers. We've trained over 700 brokers in the last month on this, and the response has been overwhelmingly positive.
And the key, ladies and gentlemen, another said, go to your broker. That's what they're telling you.
Go to your broker.
And if you don't have a broker, you need help, 816-395-2939. That is the phone number, 816-395-2939. Online at BlueKCExchange.com, BlueKCExchange.com. That is the website. By the way, this show will be posted on the website at some point here in the not-too-distant future, actually on YouTube, so you'll be able to go up there and see it, see Ron's shining face, and see it on YouTube because we're going to have it posted up there. I don't do things on this broadcast I don't believe in, ladies and gentlemen. You know that from listening to me over the last 7 years. This is a product that makes sense and can make a big difference for you, puts control in the hands of the employer, and gives him opportunity to be flexible with his employers. Thank you, Ron Rowe.
Thanks for having me, Kerry. Appreciate it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I leave you with this thought from Thomas Jefferson. Government big enough to supply everything you need is government big enough to take away everything you have. The course of history shows as government grows, liberty decreases. You keep that in mind when we're talking about our friends in Washington, D.C. Remember, friends, it's a funny thing about life. If you refuse to accept anything but the very best, you most often get it. Thank you for listening to America's Healthcare Advocate, broadcasting coast to coast on the HIA Radio Network. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Goodbye, America. I stole that.